Let's terminate that box. We can stop my deer buster. Oh, you found a few. That's just like assets, so that's the website hosting and the JavaScript content. There's like a web framework for that. So, day 4, Santa is running behind. Muxis admin managed to reset everyone's access except Santa's. Santa expected some urgent travel itinerary for his route over Christmas. Rumour has it that Santa never followed the password security recommendations. Can you use brute forcing to help him access the account? So in today's task we're going to learn the following: understanding authentication, where it's used, understand what fuzzing is, that's cool, understanding what burp suite is and how we can use it for fuzzing a login form to gain access. Apply this knowledge to retrieve Santa's itinerary. So what is auth? Authentication is the process of verifying a user's identity, establishing that they are who they say they are. Authentication can be proven using a variety of authentication means, including a known set of credentials to the server and user, such as a username and password, or a token authentication. These are unique pieces of encrypted text, or biometric authentication, fingerprints, retina data, hand, palm prints. Authentication is often used interchangeably with authorization, but they're very different. Authorization is the term for the rules defining what an authenticated user can and cannot do, or cannot access. For example, a standard, the authenticated user will only be allowed access to some aspects of a website. An authenticated administrator will be able to access the entire website. Their level of authorization determines this. Authentication is used when there is a necessity to know who is accessing pieces of data, or information to create accountability, protecting the confidentiality element of the CIA triad. If you wish to learn more about this, I recommend checking out the Principles of Security Room on TryHackMe. You can find examples of authentication in the real world, for example, a badge or keycard to access restricted places within a building. What's fuzzing? Simply put, fuzzing is an automated means of testing an element of a web application until the application gives a vulnerability or valuable information. When we're fuzzing, we provide information as we would typically when interacting with it, just at a much faster rate. This means we can use extensive lists, known as word lists, to test a web application. Its response to various information. For example, rather than testing a login form for a valid set of credentials one by one, which is exceptionally time consuming, we can use a tool for fuzzing this login form to test hundreds of credentials at a much faster rate and more reliably. Fuzzing with burp suite. Please note that this task presumes you're using the TryHackMe attack box. The attack box has the necessary software, tools and word lists installed for you to complete today's task. It's highly recommended for you to use it. To start it, scroll to the top of the page and click the blue Start Attack Box button, then follow the steps below. Let's launch Firefox by navigating to the application's Internet Firefox. I'm guessing they want you to use that specific word list. Or if it's just like Rocky. Because I've got burp on here, so just do it on mine. If it doesn't work, I'll use the other one. So navigate to the login form in the web browser using the vulnerable IP. Note the IP address in the screenshot is only example. You need to replace this with machine IP. So maybe I do have to use this one. Let's start it. Start the attack box. No. Okay. Shit. So okay, it doesn't actually fucking show it until you had it for a minute. What's the point of that if it expires after an hour? Like, shouldn't have to wait. Unless it's still spinning up the box. Close. Why did burp not load? Your JRE appears to be version 11. Burp has not been tested. Yeah, okay. Just load. Started it twice now. We'll close one of them here. We'll set that one. Your temporary directory, delete it. So we could update that. This release provides several updates to the DOM invader, line wrapping, gone then. Update. Start burp. So if we navigate to the proxy tab, and it finally decides to start, proxy. So we want it's capturing, press intercept on in proxy intercept. I like side by side these screen share, there we go. Right, so this side's my website with the HackMe stuff on this side's got the Burp Suite stuff on it. So intercept is on. So we want to now set up our browser to use the proxy. So if we open browser, which opens in Chromium for some reason. Or is this already configured to use it? That'd be quite good. So we put that in. Yeah, nice. So forward that one. Stick you in the top corner. Right, so we have Santa's itinerary with a username combo that we don't know. Submit some dummy data for the form. Please note the browser will hang. Yeah, because what happens if you do cm natty? It's just him spamming random shit a bit. So log in. So when we log in, we're sending this post request. I don't want a keyring. So we have the post request that we sent. All this rubbish, like what encoding it's using and the session IDs, and here's the password, the username password combo that we're sending as part of the request. So, oh yeah, there we go, it says it there. So navigate to the intruder tab and select the following. Click the positions tab. Where's the positions tab? Intruder. If you want to forward that one, I'll drop it. Guess you leave it on. So intruder, click positions. Clear the pre-selected position by pressing the clear $, I guess that is. Clear $. Add the value of the username parameter as the first position. Sometimes we'll already know the username, other times we won't. We can tell Burp to use the word list of usernames for this position as well. However, because we already know the username, we're just brute forcing the password. This can be done by highlighting the password parameter and clicking add $. So do you actually have to copy that in? Like that. Just need to copy the post stuff in as well. Oh, send, so you can actually clear all that shit. And then send to intruder, that's better. So now it should already be there, that's better. So let's get rid of that shite. So it's already pre-selected some automatic ones, so it said to get rid of that. So then this one is going to be add. So we add that one as a random bit. Select cluster bomb in the attack type with the drop down. So where's attack type? Oh, here we go. Right, so attack type cluster bomb. We'll now need to provide some values for Burp Suite to fuzz the login form and passwords. You can provide the list manually or provide a word list. I'll be providing a word list. After selecting our word list, we can see that some passwords have filled the payload options window. Then you save start attack. So where was that bit? Payload options. Oh yeah, so payload type. Simple list. Payload options, load. Just hope the bloody word listing works. User share word list. I guess that is the word list, so I should probably just make my own. So if we just go there, let's remove, clear everything. User share word list. So word lists. Yeah. It's going to be sudo nano sduo sudo nano. What do they call it? Just going to completely emulate what they had in there. My word list. .txt. So they literally just have admin password 123 cmnatic 23. So now I can load that in. So now let's press start attack and it will begin fuzzing the login form, look at the results and sort by length. So we start attack. This requires 2 and 20 payload positions. What do you think all they are? Why have they got a different request count? So just like that. Add the password value at the position. That's what I had, right? So this attack type requires 2 payload positions. What the fuck? Oh, you have to do that one as well, do you? Payload set 2 has not been defined. This is dumb. I don't want to. Let's fuck that all off. Let's just do it again. Send to intruder. Right. Position. Cluster bomb. Clear everything. That's the password. Load. My word list. It's not doing anything else with it. Start attack. The fuck? So let's see what I'm doing wrong. Cluster bomb. This uses multiple payload sets. There are different payload set for each defined position up to a maximum of 20. The attacker iterates through each payload set in turn so that all permutations of a payload combination are tested. If there are 2 payload positions, the attack will place the first. Is it just because maybe I'm doing this bit wrong? Maybe the position is just one of those dollars. Right. Maybe it just actually needs that set regardless, because it's going to use that at some point with all the different permutations. Payload set 2 has not been defined. Is it just the same sorting list? I guess we can just remove, because we know the username. The community edition of Burp Suite contains a demo version of Burp Intruder. Some functionality is disabled. Attacks are time throttled. Okay. Cool. Well, at least I did something. So look at the results and sort by length. Right. Unsuccessful passwords will return a certain length. Successful passwords will return another length. You'll need to examine the results of different lengths to determine the correct password in today's task. I mean, this result doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Let's turn the discard proxy forward. Yeah, so they're all invalid anyway. Why doesn't it give you the word list from here? Download it here for your payload. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Alright, so that's my payload. So payloads, we want CMNATIC, we want, let's clear all that crap. And then word list. Let's edit it again and put the correct payloads in. Save. Load word list. Okay. Let's try that. So it's finished. Still not looking any better, is it? Where did we get the username from? No, I put it there. But...
Thank you for the follow.
Hey DTom50. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Oh, what password can you use for the Santa account? That makes more sodding sense. Close that. Yeah, get rid of that. Payload set 1. I had a blank as well, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Add Santa. Start attack. That's slightly better. Alright, so this time we sort by length. We've got Santa Cookie. That one looks good. Santa Cookie. Then we need to forward it from the proxy. Hey! So there's the flag. What else do they want? Don't need to do those. What was the valid password to use the Santa account cookie? Cool, right, we can terminate that. That was cool, I've never used the intruder before. I've used proxy. It also helps when you read the question. Santa, not the random screenshot.